I want to share with you today my personal morning routine, and I call it the perfect morning routine because I've optimized this routine. I've learned from so many phenomenal teachers how to craft an amazing morning for focus, discipline, and productivity. I run two businesses. I run a coaching business and I run a marketing agency, and I have a 2-year-old kid, and things get crazy. So the morning routine is so important because it really is a set of specific things that I do that helps me win the day, keeps me focused, and avoids me kind of like dilly-dallying around and wasting time. So by keeping this consistent, you're really gonna grow inner strength, you're gonna get way more done, you're gonna be ultra productive, and I think you're really gonna enjoy this. So let's jump into it and get started. Feel free to screenshot anything that you see in this video that resonates with you. Let's jump right into it. Here's a snapshot of my morning routine, so you can take a screenshot and then optimize your own. And it's important to aim for consistency every single day. I mean, if you miss some, that's fine, but you want to get as close to this optimal morning routine as you can to set your day to be productive and meaningful. Now I'm going to break down each one of these just to explain why I chose them and to give you some ideas for your own morning routine. So the way you start the day determines how well you live the day. I love that quote by Robin Sharma. And by nailing the perfect morning routine, you set the tone for your day and create an upward spiral of success and positivity that grows stronger with consistency and discipline. This trickles into every part of your life. So the perfect morning actually starts the night before. So what I recommend is whatever time you want to wake up, go back about 8 hours or whatever the optimal sleep time for you is, and set an alarm an hour before that to remind you that it's time to get into your nighttime routine or get into bed. So for example, if I'm waking up at 8 a.m., I'm setting my alarm at 11 p.m. And when my alarm goes off, that signals me that it's time to head over to bed, because then I'm just going to lay in bed, I'm going to read a book, play some games on my phone, and fall asleep by midnight. And what that means is when I wake up at 8 a.m., I got my full 8 hours of sleep, which is essential. So here's what I do. The first thing I do when I wake up is I jump out of bed. There's no snooze button. I actually take pride in seeing how quickly I can get up out of bed. Then I make my bed. There's a reason that there's a book written about this, all about making your bed. And also, if you look at the most elite forces like the military around the world, part of their routine is solid structure, solid discipline, and they actually get rated on how well they make their bed, because how you do anything is how you do everything. By simply making your bed, you declutter your mind, you de-stress a little bit, and you set yourself up for a win first thing in the morning. And that's really important. The next thing I do is I jump right into the washroom, I brush my teeth, I do whatever I need to in there. I usually weigh myself every morning as well. And that's just my hygiene that's taking care of the day. So these are kind of like things that you don't really want to miss. I'm assuming that you probably don't miss these things, but who knows, right? Like some people might not be taking care of that basic self-care that's required in order to really feel great and kick ass in the day. Like perhaps there's people, or maybe when I was younger in high school, I would just get up and get out the door and just forget about everything. But you need a little bit of order, a little bit of hygiene, the bare minimum to kind of set yourself ready for action for the day. It's like preparation. Then I actually move into the body phase where I work on working out. I hit the gym. I do intermittent fasting, so I just have a black coffee and sip on that. I absolutely love it. I feed my little boy, Bodhi, and then I shower at the gym. And this is kind of like my hour where I can just work out and enjoy me time. And I think it's really important for me personally. And when you're developing your morning routine, pick something that resonates with you, that brings you joy. I absolutely love working out in the gym first thing in the morning and just getting it out of the way. It feels amazing. Then I move on to my mind So I'm done the gym, I'm done the shower, I'm headed to work, and at work, before I start, I'll actually jump into my meditation. And I'll just do a simple 2-minute meditation, because I hate meditation, but it's so important and necessary. And I'll alternate between different meditation exercises. So one of them is simply just sitting there and breathing a little bit and just feeling what kind of thoughts and emotions are bubbling up inside me. I find that just by sitting there and feeling what's going on, it kind of processes all that stuff that's stuck inside and just lets it come out to the surface. Then I do 2 minutes of journaling, and I journal my thoughts and feelings. So the meditation bubbles up all the stuff that was stored deep inside, and then the journal is my way of writing it out and getting it out onto the digital notepad, out of me onto the pad. Just kind of like a flush of the mind, right? The flush of everything inside and just getting it out there. And this really helps combat stress. This helps eliminate cravings. All sorts of wonderful things come from these two, the meditation and the journal together. And the journal is a very simple 2-minute timer that I set, and I simply just write whatever comes to my mind. I call it stream of consciousness journaling, which simply means that you're just writing everything out as it comes to you. You're not worrying about spelling. It doesn't have to make sense. Even if it's just a word or a feeling, you just write out. Just don't stop writing for 2 minutes, and amazing things kind of come out of you. Then I move into this gratitude, which is a really interesting thing, and I also jump into prayer and affirmation, which I'm going to share with you next. So the gratitude, at the end of my journal, I simply ask myself these 2 simple questions. 1, what am I grateful for today? 3 things. Or in my life, it doesn't have to be today, really simple things. And what would make today great? I just jot those down in my journal, and I move on to prayer. Now, I quickly wanted to send this prayer up because I don't think there's a lot of people that are talking about the power of prayer. I feel like it's an amazing way to get out of your head, out of your body, and recognize that there's something greater at work here. So this is actually a really phenomenal way to de-stress and take a lot of pressure off. And I think it's important. So pick a prayer that you like. There's so many amazing prayers out there from all sorts of religions. This is my favorite prayer that I say daily, and this is from the Baha'i faith. So you're welcome to use this. Just take a screenshot of this and try it out. It might sound really weird in the beginning, and you don't really get it, but after you say it, it's just phenomenal because you're just handing over everything going on inside of you up to the universe, which is a great feeling, and it's a great way to start your day. Now here's the fun part, exaggerated positive affirmation. So this is done on the same journal that you've been writing in, and you basically positive self-talk and build yourself up in a few sentences. So you're basically just writing a few sentences about yourself, exaggerating how amazing you are. So it's kind of like your own personal commercial where you're overhyping yourself and selling yourself on you. So it's simple. Just start with I am, and then fill in whatever it is that you want to put in there. You could say something like, I am a phenomenal businessman, a world-class professional. I am the absolute best at what I do. I'm an amazing coach. You just go off on yourself. And this is a really good way to reprogram your mind away from negative thinking, which is the default, into positive thinking. And it just makes you feel great so you can spear the day. Then you move into setting priorities. And this is probably one of the key productivity tools before you get started on the heavy lifting of the day. And all you really need to do for this is just write down what your top tasks are that you want to do for the day. So write your most important task, a couple of secondary tasks, and a couple of additional tasks. And then you want to also leave a spot at the end here to review your day where you can kind of go back and rate yourself 1 to 10. How did you do today on getting your tasks completed? By doing a little bit of planning, you just become way more productive. You're not wasting time, and you get to kind of kick butt that whole day with focus, which is kind of lacking in the world. Then you start your day. You start work with the most important task in front of you. And there's an amazing journal. I'm going to be doing more videos on productivity, and I'm going to share the journal that I recommend in the description below. It is just amazing tool for being productive and getting things done in the day and reviewing yourself. It's all just done for you in this journal called the Productivity Planner. Here's what it looks like. I love this thing. It is amazing. This is the second one I've purchased because I filled up the old one, which is up there, and absolutely love the book, and I'm going to do a video specifically on that. So my question to you now is simple. What is your morning routine? So what I want you to do is take that screenshot at the beginning of the slide here and use that as a template to write your own morning routine and share it in the comments below. I'd love to see your specific morning routine. By having it be very specific, it's so much easier to stick to day after day, and you're just going to be amazed how well your day goes by having a little bit of order first thing. So that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Can't wait to see you in the next one.